It's a good chase by Sean Maitland. Scotland back on.
Let's see.
Smarting, they started well, but they've been
Ladies and gentlemen.
rocked by two.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the stream back up and running. Tidy. Right. Since the first since the first 17.5 minutes, I can say that Scotland got an early penalty. They got 3 points on the board. Ireland came right back with a try, and they just scored a second try literally a minute and a half ago. So at the moment it is Ireland 12, Scotland 13, and it's I'm sorry once again about the stream breaking down and that. For some reason OBS it didn't want to work with me, and I had to get it sorted. I had to get it sorted like that. And it's kicked off. It's kicked off. Ireland and Scotland, once again, two hot-head nations. But the stream should be alright. Now I'm just going to check on my phone. See if it's alright. It looks alright from my end. But we're going to have a little look.
I think Ireland defended that really well. You know, it's so easy to switch off.
I'm just going to have a little look.
Especially just after scoring as well, and not catching the kick-off. They have the mental strength and the application to stay alive there as Finn Russell tried to catch the Irish pack out.
Right. I'm going to be deleting the previous attempts of streaming because there's no point. There's no point in keeping them up. It's harsh that the stream had to go down like that. You hate to see it. You really do. Multiple attempts to get this stream up and running for you guys, and OBS just wasn't having it. But we are doing pretty decent right now. I mean, I don't know what it was from this week that was so different from last week. I mean, I haven't changed no settings whatsoever. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I've just had to have a little look at the bit rate and I'll try and sort that out. And fortunately, it's worked out. We're back streaming. There is no lag issues now, no crashing issues, and we can watch some rugby. Okay, we missed pretty much a half of the first half. The score is 12-3 to Ireland. 2 tries for Ireland and 1 missed conversion, and a penalty kick for Scotland. But it's a shame. It's a shame the stream went down so many times in the first 15-17 minutes. It's a shame. But you know, should be a good game this. I was saying that Ireland would probably get the win here, but I thought Scotland would give them a good run for their money. At the moment, the scoreboard suggests that Ireland are going to walk away. And here come Ireland again. Good tackle. Good tackle, Russell. And we can turn the TV up again.
Play on, says Roman Platt. Bundiaki. Tackled by Jamie Ritchie. Sexton. Carey.
Sexton wiggling free.
Then goes the ground. Conan.
Ireland just going through the phases.
Just manages to deliver. Sean O'Brien, outside Sexton. Scotland over the ball. Ireland managed to get it back. Sam Johnson with the tackle. The centre goes out. Ireland have come his way, but in a narrow fashion. Scotsman down on the field, injured. Ireland through Bundyaki. Josh Strauss safely back on his feet.
Oh.
Ritchie comes away with it.
Here comes Scotland.
Johnson in to Blair Kinghorn. Scotland arrive in force. Finn Russell skips out of 2 tackles, threads one through.
Oh, that's a lovely little grubber.
Did it go forward? Sam Johnson in touch in goal. We'll have a look at it, or will we?
Ooh. I mean, I don't think we need to have a look at it. He was definitely in touch in goal.
Pascal goes there.
Because I'm not sure if it's not forward by Green. Yeah. Maybe it's to Green backwards. Yeah. So after the binding. Okay. I prefer to check.
GMO.
We are going to check.
We have to check in this touch. Yeah. If the Green. Now you go away, please, guys. You go away. You go away. You go away, please. You go away. Don't do that. We are checking if the Green player touch the ball or if the Scottish players knock on the ball first.
TMO, Rowan Kitts.
Happy with that? Say that again.
He's asking, did Scotland knock it on or did Ireland knock it back? Come on.
Check if there is a forward pass.
I will show it to you now.
Yeah, just on 5 meters line.
Right, sort this one out, Chris.
Apparently we're going to be showing a forward pass.
We'll show you.
You see the rain coming in as well. This one from Sam Johnson back inside the Blair Kinghorn. Is that forward?
Okay.
Rowan Kitt seems this is a better angle here. Probably that's going forward.
That's gone forward.
That's a huge.
No try.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to the forward pass. But what a game, Jamie. I mean, even the dancing.
It's unfortunate for Scotland, but that was forward.
Almost make it brilliant advert for attacking rugby.
Oh, I'm out of breath watching this game, to be honest. You know, it's interesting. Johnny Sexton has just come off.
Injury number 10.
If Joey Carver's on here, I think it's for a blood injury. I'm not too sure, but like Johnny's getting.
Not gonna lie, it's nice to see the stream being stable.
So hard.
It is nice seeing the stream stable.
I'd love to see a little bit more of that.
That's what you like to see. What you like to see. I'm glad why done in OBS worked. Although I will say it's definitely a lag between me speaking and it coming through on stream. So just bear that in mind if you're watching the game as well. You know, there's a stream lag. You know, there is a stream lag. Just bear that in mind.
Blair Kinghorn is having. If Scotland were worried about losing Stuart. Good Irish scrum. First touch for Joey Carberry coming up.
Come on, mate, get out.
There he is. Chris Farrell.
Off your feet, 7.
Rory Best back to Carberry. Bundyaki. Drops. Making an overlap. Cian Healy.
Okay. They're alright, Foxy, how are you?
Sean O'Brien. It takes
Go on,
a
lads.
lot to put Sean O'Brien into reverse gear.
Back.
Conor Murray says enough of that. Finn Russell back. Kinghorn.
Good, good.
Russell
Stay blue.
straight down the middle. Rob Carney has Jacob Stockdale should he need him.
Stay green.
He doesn't. Blair Kinghorn.
Go on, right, they're going to run with it. Go on, Scotland.
Pass to Hugh Jones. Back to Kinghorn. Finn Russell, casually, and then finds the robust Josh Strauss. Russell again, a little show, go, and presentation. Sean Maitland off the spin, he's throwing backwards. Josh Strauss.
Ooh, good ripping.
So well to strip the ball. Turnover. It's still loose play, but it did go forward.
No, he attempted to rip, and then the second time that was a knock on blue. First of all, he attempted to rip, and then the second time he knocked on blue.
That's fair man in that. We see it so often now, don't we? Because the laws of changing around the Jacqueline and getting off their feet. We see this rip tackle. We're going to have a look at the team with decision after the forward pass. That was the show and goal from Finn Russell. And then Tommy Seymour manages to get that back in field. I think comes off Stockdale and Sam Johnson. Just outside. It's just the invention that Scotland are playing. I think Ireland are.
Yeah, Scotland are creative.
Systematic team, aren't they, Jimmy? You can see they're getting rewarded. Territory.
He would have been out anyway.
Scotland with that spark in the time.
It's almost like they're trying to play the percentages, you know, and play the territory and play the long game on this. But they are finding chinks in the armour of Scotland. They are getting them narrow. If they get those hands, I know we have props on the overlap there. If they are creating the overlaps and there's an opportunity then there, they stick to their system and keep pressuring Scotland.
Jack Conan makes good ground from the scrimmage.
Yeah, fair play. Did make some good ground.
James Ryan up to halfway. Carey changing direction. Dundee.
I can't wait for the Wales game later.
Now Peter O'Mahony. Oh, extravagant skills. He said the blind side was meant to be invisible.
As a former back row, I think he'd be very.
Turn up the TV up more. I got you.
Pre and post training, but great
when do you reckon you'll start gaming again, Ivor? Well, apart from my rugby reactions and my AOR commentary, all my streaming is now going to be done on Twitch.
Ryan Wilson wins the line out.
So none of my gaming streams will be on YouTube anymore. It will all be on Twitch.
Great late look, just waves Allendale. Out into midfield, Jamie Ritchie drives on. An angle now for scrum half. Tommy Seymour in pursuit.
Oh! Jesus Christ. That could have been nasty. Both of them going up in the air like that. Jesus Christ, that could have been nasty.
Okay, no advantage now. Ireland in possession.
Oh! Brilliant interception, Russell. He's not going to get it. He's on his own. Oh, the pop up. He's over. Scotland will try. Jesus Christ. Beautiful play, lads. Beautiful. I love it. What an interception. Yeah, it's easy to sign up on Twitch. Very easy. It's just like doing a YouTube account. Brilliant little pop. Brilliant pop up, Finn Russell. Brilliant interception. Brilliant break. Brilliant pop up. Love it. Love your play, Scotland. Love your work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, no worries. No worries.
And been tackled, he just lifts it perfectly into the path of Sam Johnson.
It promised so much. It is delivering here.
In the first 30 minutes, we got 3 tries and 2 points in it. Ladies and gentlemen, Scotland 10, Ireland 12.
10, Ireland 12.
And only 30 minutes gone. Great vision though.
Yeah, that was a fantastic interception from Finn Russell.
To get across the field there, but to put the ball into space for Johnson, that he sees Joey Carby there. That is great vision from number 10.
Finn Russell involved immediately. Stuart McAnally on hand. It's got loose. But it's still in Scottish hands. They won't want to give anything away here. They've just scored. It's loose. They're all getting into position, and now through Alan Dell, a little bit of calm is restored. Russell high towards Rob Carney. Safe hands of Carney.
Scotland are going for it.
Tyke Furlong. Good work by the prop. Good feet. Peter O'Mahony to Cian Healy. Carberry chased down. Hugh Jones making the tackle.
Come on, lads.
Bundyaki. It's a Tyke Furlong who's touched.
I mean, I was wondering what kind of island we were going to see today.
Sean O'Brien.
We are seeing a very physical Irish team.
Quinn Rue sets up the run. Conor Murray
Box kick.
towards Blair Kinghorn. Kinghorn, who's looked very dangerous since he came on. Russell. Carney.
Good kick from Finn Russell.
But has time. Taken so
Now here we go, Scotland.
Finn Russell, and off goes Kinghorn again. Sean Maitland.
Scotland are looking for that little short play through the middle. I like it.
Didn't give the long pass. Gave it to Johnny
They're looking to
Gray
create the
instead.
gap.
So,
Oh, it's a lovely little kick through.
read it well.
Oof.
Just for a moment, he was very much on his own, and how well Jacob Stockdale completes that defensive operation.
Yeah, good defence from Stockdale there. Oh, butterfingers.
And again, it's Stockdale who tidies up.
Scotland are going for it. I'm liking the way Scotland are playing at the moment.
Sean O'Brien. Cian Healy.
They're not as quick up in defence as England were last week, but they're doing enough.
Tommy Seymour comes forward, catches
Ooh.
really well at full stretch. Russell, left-footed. Keith Earls across.
Never good kick from Finn Russell.
And the cheer for the slight slice.
Well, I think that's what you're always going to get when you're the away side here. But look at this take. This is absolutely amazing by Seymour. Eyes on the ball all the way. You know, that's what kids should watch. You know, you just keep your eyes on the ball. Chris, you probably have a better take on that.
That was pretty special. The ball's blowing away from him as well, so he's running at full speed to get there, and the ball's moving away, so he has to slide and catch it.
We're 34 minutes into the first half.
Off we go again.
Ireland 12, Scotland 10.
Russell,
And Scotland are on the attack.
Kinghorn, Seymour, bobbing, bouncing. Keith Earls across.
And Ireland have just conceded a line out on their 5 metre.
Scotland with the throw.
It's again, that's an attacking kick, isn't it? It just has to be dealt with, and when you know it's coming, your chase is out. So this is a set-piece play from Scotland getting to the edge. You could have been more direct and a bit harder line there. Tommy Seymour just puts it down the line, and again, Ellis as well to come in and take it in touch. So
Ireland are struggling. with these little kick throughs from Scotland.
Netherlands takes it to touch.
We pause.
These little grubber kicks.
As well, that has been seen too.
He's been outstanding, Jimmy.
That's only a scratch. That's only a scratch. But yeah, he's been making his presence known throughout, and you know, there have been. It looks like Joey's going to be. Oh, here we go. Just looking at the hits Johnny Sexton's been taking all day, where they've been coming off the line, targeting him, and following through the tackles. It looks a bit worse than it really is in timing-wise when it's in slow motion. But I mean, he's in for a tough day. I mean, you can see Ryan Wilson letting him know all about it.
I think Johnny Sexton, obviously.
Yeah, Sexton has been taking a couple of big hits.
He's such a good player. He's actually. It shows his bravery and his strength for the team that he's willing to take those hits. The Scotland players haven't believed him pull out.
Can Scotland get into the lead? That's going to be the question.
Someone else, a teammate, into space. But Ryan Wilson and Allendale sent the physical players.
Number 20 is on for Scotland, Rob Harley. It's a couple of years since he last played for Scotland.
Jamie Ritchie has gone off because he got a cut on his eye. Right here.
It's a wonderful opportunity for Scotland.
Blood coming down his face.
Keep an eye out for him.
It's only a scratch, so he'll be back on.
Really efficient in terms of how they send numbers into the rucks. Keep an eye out for him for disrupting and slowing down Ireland's ball.
Oh, Ireland with the
Four bounces off the corner flag. We'll have to
Ireland
have a look at this.
with the line-out.
No. Scrum only. Oh, this game has everything.
Sure? Yeah, that was in goal. That's scrum 5.
Still live. Yep. Who gets their hands in first? Rolling best.
And you know what?
Rory Best with the save.
Right now. There's nothing between
Fair
the
play.
sides. There's
Fair
literally
play.
nothing between it, but it bounced the ball. I think that's a great shot summing up the game.
I think it was James Ryan who got up in front and won the line-out. Really good piece of defensive line-out. We don't get to the ball because the ball comes back with the post.
Scotland with the scrum. 5 metres out again.
5 metres out, didn't go to plan. What can Scotland do from the scrum?
Watch our little blindside run. Watch our little blindside run, lads.
Greg Laidlaw waits. Tommy Seymour off his wing. Wilson drives on, delivers. Which way for Laidlaw to go? Through the forward, Simon Bergen. Grant Gilchrist with the red scrum cap.
Here comes Scotland with the crash ball. Oh, he got pushed back a couple of yards, eh?
With the tackle. Ryan Wilson there for Laidlaw. Strauss rolls on. The change of direction. Russell gets the pass away to Wilson. Johnny Gray.
You gotta get it quick ball, lads.
Russell long to Seymour. Carney involved with the tackle. Carney stays on the floor, wants to be back behind the 3/4. Gilchrist drives on.
Ooh.
Advantage knocked off. Kinghorn.
Good little turn from Kinghorn there.
Sam Johnson from Finn Russell.
Ireland defending very well right now. 13th phase, 14th phase of defence.
Advantage now over. Because Scotland are in possession. Ireland very much in formation defensively. The crowd very much behind the home team, pressing for the try on the stroke of half-time. Strauss and Harley O'Brien over the ball. There for Laidlaw. Scotland come hard on the far side. Kinghorn tackled short. Back to the forwards. Johnny Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the 20th phase. 20 phases of Scotland pressuring this Irish defence.
Stuart McInally with O'Brien again over the ball. Has to let it go. Still there for Scotland. Strauss again. Back Green. Quicker ball this time.
Oh, here we go.
Hugh Jones can't find Seymour with a great pass. But
Just short, just short.
Tommy Seymour did well to stay away from the touchline. It's gone.
No.
Gray scoops it up and regathers. And it's a knock on. And stand firm.
Good defence from the Irish.
Has to be one of the best defensive sets I've seen for a long time.
That was a big defensive play from Ireland.
The commitment from Adams is
Big defensive play from Ireland.
Very far. We went through 20 odd phases, but every collision was maximal. There was quality in the attack. There was just unbelievable passion and grit in defence. That's a pass. It was slightly out in front, but what a phase, Jimmy.
I mean, some great football from both sides. I mean, there's nothing in that. If that pass is just a little bit more accurate, I think he's in the corner for a try. But like, credit where credit's due. Ireland's D there was unbelievable. At times, Scotland did really well to kind of take the ball carrier to step out and try and hit that defender and do that a couple of times to shorten the line. Then Ireland would slow it down.
Ireland, what can we say? Ireland are amazing.
And just come off it. With the collisions from both sides.
Do you know what?
See the action areas, the pressure that Scotland have had.
I'm not here for a beauty contest, mate. So
Territory last week against England, and they're struggling a little bit with the territory. Whether they're playing into the wind, we're not sure. But
so what do you want? I'm not here for a beauty contest.
Keith Ellis underlined that defensive set with his hit on Josh Strauss. Josh Strauss has been outstanding in his opening.
I am here to watch rugby and share my enjoyment of rugby. You don't like it? You can just, you know, move on.
He's going to want to get back on that ball and get over the game line this time and not let the way. But Keith Earls, though, you know, he puts his heart into it. And you know, Paulie talked about mindset and heart and emotion. And I think you saw it all right there from both sides.
Well, it's been a wonderful 40 minutes. We still have a few seconds to get through. Ireland with the put in. Kick the ball clear.
Mate, you're just boring me now.
It's all off for a well-earned rest.
You really are boring me.
Conor Murray under pressure from Laidlaw. Carberry.
And they kicked it out.
Goes. For half-time, it's a thriller at Murrayfield. And
do you know what, mate?
at half-time, it's Scotland's 10.
Insult me all you want, but you don't mention my family members.
Last enjoy 40 minutes of rugby quite as much as that. Just hardly any penalties, hardly any scrums, just extraordinary drama from one end to the other. Ireland obviously 2 tries in rapid succession earlier on, which meant they took a 12-3 lead, and then absolutely sublime from Finn Russell to give Sam Johnson that score. But Scotland had opportunities towards half-time, and it means there's just 2 points in it at the break. There's all the figures and tackles made, pretty similar. 4 penalties in the whole half. That's real discipline on both sides. A couple of handing errors, you know, a few line breaks. I mean, just what more could you want? Martin Johnson has a phrase for this kind of rugby, and it is
Scotland done well.
Bonkers, isn't it? That was fantastic.
Scotland done well.
It's going mad in here. What a great fun first half of rugby.
It is.
And everything.
Half time, Scotland versus Ireland. Scotland 10, Ireland 12.
End to end, it's been bristly, it's been physical,
it's been a great game so far. Scotland have looked creative. Ireland have looked, they've looked immense. I mean, Literally, just before half time, 20 phases of Scottish attack on the 5 metre line. Ireland didn't even buckle. They didn't buckle whatsoever. And that is fantastic from the Irish.
I'm very entertained up here, but they've left a few chances out there, I think. There's been a couple of times there's been overlaps that we've maybe missed, and I think against a team of this quality, you just hope you don't regret that at the end of the game.
It's been incredible, that. It's been incredible.
I think for the first time in history, talking about Scotland in recent times, we didn't mention Stuart Hogg once. You just kind of accept that he was just a part of the furniture and the guy who's going to be one of the talisman for Scotland. Now, his injury, which ultimately led to him going off the field, this leads to the first try. What do we think about this?
Well, first of all, it's a shame that somebody like Stuart Hogg's not going to play the whole game here. That's late. And is there an arm involved? Is it that we think that's where his injury came in? You can look at that. I'm not sure. Looking at it again, I'm not sure that is a penalty. But we said it's definitely where his injury occurred. You can see his right shoulder, and that's ultimately what he went off for. But he was then. Here's the try that Stuart Hogg is now in the field at some point.
How are you?
And when this comes through,
welcome to the stream.
Tommy Seymour has this covered. Now he looks to see Sean Maitland, but unfortunately Maitland is coming in too fast. They're not on the same wavelength, and it bounces up for Conor Murray. Tommy Seymour did the difficult thing well. He got the ball. He then just had to hold on to it. It was bad judgment.
Can I just say one thing in that as well? That if you were playing for, I don't know, an old boys team in the
unfortunately,
you'd say get the try, get the ball down as close to the post as possible. Isn't that, given the fact that Johnny Sexton missed
unfortunately with
that could come back to haunt Ireland at the end of the day, couldn't it?
Yeah, well,
our first try is just a bit of miscommunication for the Scottish. Just a little bit unfortunate, a little bit too high with the pass, coming in a bit too quick. It's always going to happen.
It's not going to cost Ireland towards the end of the game.
And Pete, I really don't care. I'm not here for a beauty contest, you know.
Let's look at it again, and the verdict, or do we convict or do we acquit here? John Bartley, what do you think?
Put the current player on the spot.
Anyone can say whatever they want about me, but just don't mention family members, because that's when you get instantly taken out. You just get instantly blocked if you mention family members.
I don't think that's where he got injured.
I think it's probably a penalty.
It's probably a penalty.
Yeah, and the Irish put them under pressure. Yeah,
come on and had
that little bit of pressure. If he doesn't have that, he probably makes that simple pass. But pressure.
England scores, but what a brilliant finish to a terrific.
It is what it is.
But I know, Martin, you're not very impressed by the Scottish defence here.
But you could just see it. They didn't go forward. They go lateral. Is that the number 7, Jamie Ritchie? He's left a big gap there. I think it's a loose head that Alan Dell gets.
I really don't listen to him.
He takes one guy, but the inside pass is there.
So like I said, I'm not here for a beauty contest. I know I can still go out on a Saturday night and pull, which is more going to be said for some.
They rely on tired bodies going sideways and they pick you off.
That's it. They're asking questions of guys that have just been in the contact or just coming out of the contact, and are they focused?
Yeah, the Irish defence has been incredible.
And they weren't, and it was just very, very good play. Puts a lot of pressure on Dell and Ritchie there, and then it's a foot race in Stockdale. Wow, he's some player with ball in hand.
You lose your concentration for a couple of seconds, and they were through then. It was a really well taken try.
And in fact, when there's
as a season watcher of all sorts of sports, certain people you watch and your heart skips a beat because they're so fantastic.
Going to have
Whether
a lovely
suddenly picking up the ball on a football pitch, you think, what's going to happen now? Before we see the Sam Johnson try, Finn Russell, just watching him today, he's one of those players that you think, whoa, what's going to happen now? And there aren't many players that make you feel that way.
No, he's got a full box of tricks, and he's showing a lot of them here today. It's been fantastic. With Stuart Hogg going off,
I will say this, though, the player of the half for Scotland has been Finn Russell. That guy has been insane.
And then he finished off by giving it to Johnson. So he's done everything: his kicking, his tackling, his passing, his running. It's been a choice.
Sure has.
Don't have any tips, so I'm going to have to get some.
It was broken up play. There hasn't been a lot of penalties. There hasn't been a lot of scrums. But that's when Finn Russell is at his best. That's when he's really
I don't get offended by it, but
He's enjoying
Just,
himself.
you know,
Confidence is high
there's
now,
no
and
need to mention
he's a
any
big
family
threat now.
members
And
now.
how much has been playing in France actually helped?
Like I said, you can say whatever you want about me, but
Well, that's I was worried about today with the wind.
just
the
don't
rain.
bring
He plays
family
on a
into it.
4G pitch under a roof in the U Arena.
Especially when talking about parents. Because I've recently just lost my father. So,
And
you
never
know,
mind the break.
there's no need for it.
The reality, the spatial awareness to throw that ball to Sam
And I'll
Johnson
be
is
back in 2 seconds now, lads.
As
Soon as I get some filter
He reads the
tips.
situation beautifully. He sees it's going to go the forwards, and then it's a foot race. Keith Ellis comes back. He has the pace on him. But just watch what we do when Russell goes down here. He looks at Sam Johnson. He's already scanning. He's got the composure, even though he's in a tackle situation. And then he's just got the beautiful pop up there. That is just a fantastic skill.
A great line from Sam Johnson as well, wasn't it? Finish it off. He just reads. Good players read the game really well, and that's Finn Russell. He's able to see it happen before it happens, and gets the intercept and a great output as well.
From the blue 10 to the green 10, as we watch one last opportunity to see Russell at his brilliant best. We talked about Russell and Sexton before the game and targeting individual players. As we move on to one or two tackles from Johnny Sexton from the Scottish.
Scotland beat Ireland today. I'm trying to start
These are all
believing
marginal,
Ireland might
aren't they?
actually
But
get the
the
wooden
margins
spoon.
are very marginal.
I don't think they
Well,
will
I'm just saying to the boys, there's a
get the wooden spoon.
10 runs at you and gets
And
then you know you're going to hit him.
no one can read that,
He
but
takes the ball to the line, and you know that's more of a body
I don't know if you noticed now, but I'm not exactly fluent in many languages. Otherwise, I'd be watching the game in Welsh.
You know, he's right on the line, and they're not going to put him down comfortably.
They're all legal, aren't they? They are all absolutely legal, but they're absolutely on the edge.
I think the very last one is probably a little bit debatable. Probably that one is debatable as well. But I think you end up talking about it every single week when Johnny plays, because it's his biggest strength. If you ever play against him, he just brings it to the line every time. He runs straight at a forward. He eyeballs him. And it's very hard to leave him. And that's where he creates space. But in creating space for other people, he gets hit himself a lot, marginally late. But I think it'd be very harsh if any of those were penalised.
It's just a shame we've lost two of the best players, Johnny Sexton and Stuart Hawke, from a lot of this game, because they're brilliant players. But you know, these things happen.
Well, two players who would light this showpiece up even more. But anyway, let's move on to Finn Russell again. Having praised him to the hilt, was he right or wrong to take this tap penalty very quickly when Scotland...
I shall enjoy the game, mate. I hope you enjoy it as well.
I think this is pre-called. This is a pre-called move from Glasgow days. The second phase wasn't, but to shape up to look like it is, I believe, I may be wrong, it looks like this is pre-planned.
I think just have a go at it, because it's a more Ireland over.
And now I can have a burn.
You're going to take, chance you up. I thought it was a big moment for Ireland, a big double tackle initially, and then when he goes to set the ball, Peter O'Mahony absolutely smashes it, and they get a knock on. Off that knock on, Ireland got a scrum penalty, so they went from being 5 metres away from their lines to being able to clear their lines with a penalty.
No, not gonna lie, I will be streaming my reaction to the Wales-Italy game later, and that's when you're gonna see me be a bit biased. A bit biased, just because I'm Welsh. You know, I mean, I gotta support my own country.
25 phases, but if he's on the line, if he's a bit deeper, that's a run in for a try, and Scotland will be going in, leading at half time, not 2 points behind. But this was at the end of many phases. There was some really good defence, but just a slight overrun there.
I think Scotland would have been, maybe after 15 or 20 phases there, Scotland would have been delighted to get a penalty. It was great defence by Ireland, because obviously they kept them out. They were only 5 metres from their line, but they didn't infringe either.
Right, mate, I warned you.
They didn't give Scotland 3 points.
Don't mention family. I told you the reason why.
To hold in the advertising board in his frustration at that missed opportunity.
So guess what, mate?
One other thing we can talk about is this debatable. I don't know. Rob Carney with a challenge midway through that first half. One of the great debates in the game at the moment about no arm tackles. Is this a genuine tackle, or is that not a tackle?
I think he's pulling out of it just as the ball is going forward. So. Might be a bit biased, John. What do you think?
Red card.
You were told. Don't mention parents.
That was really early on, and I think it's
told you why.
Time of it. Look, there's no arms in it. That is
actually from that angle. From that angle, that's definitely a penalty, isn't it?
No.
From that angle, that was a penalty.
Again.
Let's see the last angle again. Can we see the last angle again? Okay, this is the defining decision. Was this a penalty? Martin Johnson, you get the final say.
I've enjoyed this game. It's in the best traditions of Scotland Ireland. In the hurly-burly, I'd say play on. Delighted to get back with the last say.
Yeah, all right. Listen, it's also the second weekend of this.
I told him, but don't mention parents. That's the reason the first guy got removed. I'll do it to everyone. Don't mention parents.
Loads of ways you can keep up with the second week highlights on the red button at 9:30 tomorrow night. BBC 2 11 o'clock tomorrow night after match of the day 2, and of course on the iPlayer. Rugby Spectral tomorrow from 6 o'clock, a bit later than last time on BBC 2. The 5 Live Weekly podcast available with Chris Jones and Hugo Monia from Monday. Next weekend, what a weekend. France against Scotland, 1:45, or 2 weeks time rather, 1:45 on BBC 1, followed by Wales against England. Boy, is that a tasty match in prospect. And meanwhile, in the oldest football cup competition in the world...
Yep, Wales is England. That's going to be a big game. A really big game.
With an absolute cracker in this clash of the Titans. Threat of instant jeopardy for the losers.
It's on the line. FA Cup coverage returns next weekend with Chelsea versus Man United live across the BBC.
I mean...
Well,
it's Chelsea versus United. I mean, who really cares? Football's a crap game. It's all about rugby.
Of rugby supporters and the followers, because this week English rugby lost 2 great stalwart scrum halves from the 60s and 70s. They were Jan Webster and Bill Gittings. Jan was a captain and a president of Moseley, who played in winning teams for England against both the Springboks and the All Blacks, and Bill played also against the All Blacks. He made more than 300 appearances for the all-conquering Coventry team of the 60s and 70s, and they were both small men, but they were giants in the era when Midlands clubs ruled the English game. So, waiting for the teams to come out for the second half here. I can't imagine...
Second half. Let's get into it.
As exciting as that first 40 minutes was. And one thing I would just throw into the equation as Ireland come onto the field, Scotland, this is a negative thing, Andy, you won't want to hear this, but Scotland have failed to score a second half try in 8 of their last 10 Six Nations games here. But they can score one, aren't they? Yeah,
that's a statistic.
I suppose the one thing...
A bit of a messed up statistic.
Scotland created 5 chances, only 2 won. That one at the end we just showed there was a chance they should have taken to go in at half-time in front. So I think this game, we know this game is clearly going to be very tight. If you get your nose in front, you stay in front. So yeah, I think we will have a cracking second half.
Scotland look very, very confident. They're creating an awful lot. I think they're creating more than Ireland. They look more aggressive, a little bit more aggressive than Ireland. I know Ireland upped their game, but Scotland are in a very good place heading into the second half.
Here we go. Second half about to kick off.
A match that could go anywhere, I think. Just 2 points in it. Back to Eddie Butler.
Let's see if Scotland can get some tries in the second half. Because that's a terrible statistic. 8 games and not scoring a try in the second half. It's a terrible statistic. Hopefully they can shake that one off.
Jamie Ritchie is back on the field. He went off for some blood bin.
I said it was only a scratch. Ritchie's back on.
Greg Laidlaw, Sean Mayland in pursuit. Rob Carney with the catch. Interesting that Rob Harley is still on. So Ryan Wilson is absolutely.
And that's a mistake from Ireland.
Kicks sideways. This is a game of the bouncing ball. Bendiaki.
How can we go from world number 2 to this shit?
Drives it on. That's because
I mean, give credit where it's due. Scotland are no pushovers. You know, I mean, the Irish defence incredible in that first half, but credit where it's due. Scotland are playing well. And let's be fair, Ireland haven't got a good track record at the beginning of Six Nations, have they? You know, they haven't got a very good track record.
She goes again. Just for once, magnificent hands that he has.
Hang on 2 seconds. Just
difficult in that wind.
try to do something then.
Rupcan is so strong in the air usually. Hawks gets some red line on because it's under pressure. Jamie Ritchie does his best to get a hand in there, but one thing I was thinking of Jamie.
That's going a bit too far, that is. It's going a bit too far.
It's probably either the quality of the attack or the quality of the clear out and the physicality and the ruck in that first half.
I think I touched on before, both sides have been really efficient in terms of the defence. They're recognising when it's lost. And Scotland are getting so much momentum, getting over the gain line more often than not, that Ireland are actually just fanning out and leaving it be, making the tackle. Well, Scotland are committing two to it and making Ireland commit. You know, when they tackle, they're committing 2 people to it. Ireland are committing 3 or 4 people to the rope. And it's just it's a contrast in style of how efficient both sides have been. But on top of that as well, the intensity around the rucking, is the same as the intensity with the carrying and the tackling. But I mean, people are hitting this, just blowing them out of it.
You see the quality of Stuart McAnally, Jamie Ritchie, these guys, Rory Best, Sean O'Brien. I mean, they're brilliant in that position of the ball, but no one's getting in. Or if they're getting in, they're getting cleared out pretty quickly.
Just to confirm, there's Rob Harley wearing 20, Josh Strauss, Jamie Ritchie back on, so Ryan Wilson has gone off.
Yeah, true.
Greg Laidlaw.
Scotland usually don't have a good track record though when it comes to Six Nations. It's only in the past like 3-4 years that Scotland have been a bog standard top 4 team in the Six Nations.
Working last one and taking out the player, tackling down.
That's a silly penalty by Scotland because they had the numbers on the edge and they were going to.
Mate, have you got another account really?
Not use the overlap there. That's a little, you know, that's an out that they shouldn't really be doing. You know, tackling the player past the ruck. You know, Gray should know a little bit better there.
Yeah, it's one that's very easy for the referee. If it's made over, so have a look at Johnny Gray. The guy his hands and knees, number 5. Sean O'Brien makes it aware. The referee, Jerome Garces, sees it. But
Ireland won for the last 10 Six Nations.
To launch an attack in the Scotland 22.
Andy Farrell, Joe Schmidt, Simon Easterby.
What do you mean the first game in the Six Nations? The opening round. Still not a great track record for Ireland, but
Behind the Scottish defensive line.
you know, I mean, it's World Cup year, but you know, everyone's stepping it up a gear.
Sean O'Brien stays on his feet.
What's my favourite team in the Six Nations? Well, considering I'm Welsh and Wales compete in the Six Nations, it's going to have to be Wales, mate.
Chris Farrell. Only forward yet. Back for Ireland. Sean O'Brien.
Oh, you mean as champions?
Rob Harley. Penalty advantage.
But I'm going to ask you this, Gold Silver. How many of those were Grand Slams? I think only 2 of them were, weren't they?
Carberry. Good pass to Carney.
Ooh, Ireland 1 pass short. Yeah, 2. You see, that's what I mean though. Ireland just don't, in the first game, Ireland just don't perform as well as what they usually do. They're usually like a slow burning team.
Yeah,
Stonewall penalty.
Trust me, by the time you play Wales in the final game, that's when Ireland, the second best team in the world, will turn up.
It's an opportunity there down the left hand side for Rob Carney.
Yeah.
Flat pass. Quality distribution.
To be honest, Wales have only won 2 Six Nations in the past 10 years.
No kick at goal. Down towards
2013 and 2012, if I remember correctly.
Keep an eye out for those sunglasses, but keep an eye out.
And one of them Grand Slams, yeah.
Sean O'Brien here, he's in a scrum half. That's always the giveaway that these guys are going to maul. You have Conor Murray.
It could happen this year.
Interesting picture they're showing here.
Rory Best throws. Up goes James Ryan. In comes Sean O'Brien. Taken to ground by Scotland. It's Johnny Gray who just eases his way out of the Irish side. Ty Furlong. Tackled by Harley.
Here come the Irish pack.
In hard. Ryan. Tackled by Gray. But Ireland getting ever closer to Keane.
Yeah, Ireland they're getting the ground up.
Distributing.
We saw at the end of the first half how well the Irish defence cope with this kind of pressure. See how Scotland cope with it.
The front rowers involved. He's shouting off the floor. Chris Farrell in the centre. Conan. O'Mahony, who's been a kicker this game. Loose pass.
Oh, very loose pass.
Not for Keith Earls, though. That's a really
Holding on, ref. Scotland got the penalty. Go for it. Ask me any question. But
Scotland with the penalty.
Yeah, it's a fine margins, isn't it? It was quite similar to the end of the first half there, but roles reversed. Ireland bringing a lot of physicality and power in the play, but the defence of Scotland was outstanding. The ball hits the ground, it gives Stuart McIntyre an opportunity to get under Keith Earls and drive him back. And because you win that momentum and going forward, and then makes it very difficult for Ireland to retain possession.
That's a huge momentum builder there, and that will give such confidence to Scotland now. They've swallowed up all that pressure and just spat it back out in terms of coming off the line.
Scotland cover it pretty well.
And Richie getting on the ball, and now they're inside Ireland's 22.
Important throw for Stuart McIntyre. To get back into that defensive operation, Scotland do secure set piece possession, but then a little nudge forward.
Nate,
Strauss can't believe it.
just do us all a favour. Piss off.
He's fine, but he released and he lost forward in the second time.
Honestly.
Hey, calm down.
I don't know how many times I gotta say, don't
Sean O'Brien's just keen to get the ball there.
mention parents.
Having a little chat with Laidlaw.
Don't do it.
Just initial carry off that's good tackle actually by Joey Carberry got hold.
I mean, for fuck's sake.
As the second player in, is it Sean O'Brien keeps a hold of the ball. And after the clear out, Josh Strauss looks the place and is just knocked forward.
Yeah, it's great work there by Sean O'Brien. He rides the tackle really well. He's not actually a tackler. He just gets on the ball straight away and rides those ruckers really well, and is able to stay in that fight and gets the turnover from it.
He was me saying there's two in a row.
In the middle of the field, space on either side for Conor Murray. Carberry goes left. The scrum goes straight on.
Big scrum.
Penalty advantage to Ireland. Carberry getting away.
Yep.
From Hugh Jones and from Rob Harley. Oh, Cian Healy knocks on.
But to be honest, a lot of teams perform better at home. So, you know, it is what it is. England perform better at Twickenham. Wales perform better at the Principality. Ireland perform better at the Aviva. Scotland better at Murrayfield. France better at the Stade de France. And, you know,
huge scrum and great management there of the scrum by Conor Murray.
Italy performed better at the Stadio Olympia though.
Set play here where
No?
Jack Collins probably meant to pass to Joey Carby. He keeps it in. He feels the momentum from that front five, you know, and he sticks in there. We're told as number 8 that if that's happening, you know, stay in there because that's what the front row, that's what the front five, that's what the pack. They're the moments they want, and now they get a penalty from that.
That's why it's always impressive when,
Great position to attack.
you know, a Southern Hemisphere team takes a 3-0 defeat in a summer tour or something. That's why it's always so impressive. Doesn't happen often, but it's always impressive.
Ireland's territory is definitely better in the second half. I know the wind's swirling and we keep talking about the wind, but it seems as if it's behind
That's the
Ireland.
last time you step in and you don't respect the mark of the number 1. Look in. He's out. Look in. He's out, mate. 2 meters then. Okay.
Lansdowne Road again.
Giving Roman
All right.
a lesson in the laws there, but we're underway again. We're off.
Good contest in the air.
Wins the line out. Sean O'Brien peels away and then
Quick hands from Ireland.
Then Murray. Clever angles from
Oof.
hit on Keane Healy, but there's the
Big
strength
hit.
of Alan Dell wouldn't let him go just as well.
Yep, Ireland are starting to come alive now.
Carberry. O'Mahony.
I mean, second half, the game opens up second half, 100%.
Ty Furlong loses the ball.
Ireland fitter team, I think.
All upset downfield.
Yeah, you could be right.
Carney back.
I think Ireland can definitely keep a higher paced game over 80 minutes, but it's whether Scotland allow them to have that high paced game. That's what we're going to find out.
Dangerous with ball in hand, but there's his maturity as a fullback. This is Furlong.
At the moment, Scotland appear to be kind of slowing Ireland down, and you know, Ireland are not able to flex the fitness muscles that they have.
Gilchrist wins. Sam Johnson in the centre. Switch of play. Finn Russell to Rob. Forward pass, says Roman twice.
I mean,
Happening for Scotland.
I'm not sure that was forward.
That frustrating knock on from Josh Strauss's point of view, and then that forward pass. The errors that he certainly avoided.
I'm not sure that was forward.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah, I think it's a fair call. I mean, he's trying to do the look out the back pass, but I think it's pretty clear.
Alright, looking at it from that angle, okay, it's a forward pass.
Scotland are 1 or 2 mistakes.
Didn't look like it.
They can't let that build. They can't let that get them down because they are playing good rugby in the right places. They just got to be a little bit.
I'm looking
patient,
forward to Dublin v Kerry in the Gaelic footy after this. I'm off.
No points.
I'm gonna get fucked up in the pub watching it. That's the armour, lad.
Nearly 14 minutes played.
That's the armour.
I suppose with the pace has.
Who's playing in that? Oh.
Match the first half, but it has been.
Oh, you
furious.
said it's footy.
Do we see replacements coming on a bit earlier?
Well, traditionally, I think Ireland have used their bench a lot and done it a lot around the 60-minute mark.
Back we go into the times when the tries were coming. The first half, the first for Conor Murray.
Don't know. Scotland have a pretty fit team in the first choice. Depends on the second. Handle it. I mean, you know, like I said, Scotland, they play a certain type of game. I think Ireland, over the course of an 80 minutes, is a lot fitter for that physical game. A fast-paced physical game. Scotland, they like to slow it down until they're ready to speed it up. So, you know, it looks like that's what Scotland are trying to do. They're going to slow down Ireland, make sure they can play at the pace they want. And then when Scotland got the ball, that's when you see Scottish pace come out. And a shout out for gold silver for the Gaelic in here, because it's great to see these two Gaelic nations going up against each other.
No loss of the final this time.
Yes, I know there's a difference between Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic. But they both speak, well, both of their languages are kind of... Actually, I don't know about Gaelic in Ireland. I know Gaelic in Scotland's pretty much a dead language. But, oh, he's got through! He's wiggled out of the tackle. Up and over, Ireland with a third try. Ireland have got, they've got the try. One more for the bonus point.
Defensively at the end of the first half. And this time he's got the end of the number 10, Joey Carberry's break. He broke through a tackle, Carberry. Level through.
I have it on phone, tablet, TV, a lot.
But then he really understands his play. This is the break down the left hand side.
I've never heard of that, but is that like an Irish Irish app? Never heard of it.
And from here I thought he had the face. And at the last moment when he knew that Blair Kinghorn was coming on, look at that, up the left hand, 15 metres plus, right into Keith.
Yes, you're ahead of me.
Good support by Elves. Jimmy and a good score for that. You know, there's also
check.
Upfield. You know, when the line break is made, everyone just get upfield. I actually thought Joey was going to look left because there was more support there. But what a great pass, just to float it over to Keith Earls.
Okay, I'll have a little look at that.
Run all the way up the right hand side of the field. Sometimes you never get a ball at the end of it.
It's 28th try for Keith Earls. Really good finish. Worked so hard on that right wing and got his reward there.
Can he get a conversion though? This is his first kick of the game. Cambry. Can he knock it over? Looks like it. Easy enough. Done. Ireland 19, Scotland 10.
They're chasing that bonus point as well, which is comes into play and is huge. But look at the power from Joey Carberry here. You know, we know how fast he is and how quick and agile he is, but great strength there to go through two forwards and just keep driving through and then have the vision to finish it off.
Very well taken by Quinn Rue.
Use it! Stay there. Okay.
Kinghorn comes forward.
Oh, miscommunication from Scotland. Two men going up for the ball.
In front of him by Jamie Ritchie. Gilchrist. Sean Maitland.
We're going to see now if Scotland can answer back.
Simon Bergen, the prop forward. Finn Russell hasn't seen much of the ball in the second half, but now here comes Scotland. Kinghorn. Sam
Nice
Johnson
little grubber
outside
through,
him.
but someone's there.
Conor Murray recovering by the scrum half. Hugh Jones with the follow-up tackle.
Oh, Ireland are just breaking through tackles right now.
Phil Coyne on. Fresh legs, driving in the 20.
Smart play there by Ireland.
Not sure what happened there.
Conor Murray to get away from the first attacker there on the chase and then get a bit of patience.
The stream cut off for 2 seconds, but
22.
How crucial was that carry from Kilcoyne? This is just before Peter O'Mahony thought he had his hands in the ball. This is a good old-fashioned we nibble on the fingers for Greg Laidlaw.
That's one way of getting quick ball anyway.
Thank you.
Harley wins line-out ball. Kinghorn.
not really knowing what's going on right now, but for me it says video output is low.
So there are forwards stretched out across this three-quarter line.
So I'm going to have to open the stream up on my phone just to see what's happening.
By Scotland.
It just, you know, they do something so well and then they're trying to push on the pass, force the offload a little bit there. You know, we see the pass here.
Right, so according to my phone,
so well to drive
the stream's still doing alright.
and then last minute it looks like you know, he's just forcing the pass.
Not sure what that was, lads.
He's done so
Not sure.
over the gain line, gain momentum into the game, and just place the ball.
There we go. The stream health is back up to green. That's what we like to see.
It's a funny one that, isn't it? Because Watford was actually
Not sure exactly what happened there. Why it just went straight to red.
You can see the pass line, you can hand to hand.
Strange.
It's a skill error that let them down, but you're right, when you're
My streams have been awkward tonight.
Rather than just recycle.
They've been awkward.
9 points behind it now has that.
At the beginning of the game, it wouldn't let me stream because apparently OBS was deciding that he wanted to be a twat. And it's doing the exact same again.
You know, moving Ireland around the field to exploit the edge.
I have to sort that out before the Wales game.
Loose end. It's a solid Irish scrum.
Extra wiggle. Gain an extra yard.
Scotland claim the turnover and have it.
Scotland with the turnover.
Bundyaki back with the tackle. Penalty advantage against Bundyaki. Scotland with the play.
Back for the penalty.
For the penalty, Sam Johnson knew that he could be slightly reckless with the pass.
It's the second time you cannot play. It's not in the right time, the second time.
I think the referee was very clear there with Bundyaki. He actually called them hands off and he kept playing the ball. I know from the coach's perspective, they're the ones that...
That is a silly penalty to give away.
But great awareness here. Now, Farrell, you could ask, is he crawling on the ground as the tackle be made? But great position. I think it's Richie again, who's on the ball straight away, quick as you like, and gets the turnover. And great play then from Strauss to carry it and get into the game.
Bundyaki giving away the penalty, and it's a rare sight.
And Scotland are going for the kick. Smart choice. Make sure you're within a converted try.
He starts this outside.
Smart choice.
Right-hand post as we look at it, or is it the left-hand post?
And Laidlaw is third on the Scotland's all-time point scorers. 4 behind second place, so this could bring him within 1. Okay. Can Laidlaw get a second? He's 1 off. Brilliant kick from Laidlaw.
That's an important three-pointer. Scotland 13, Ireland 19.
Scotland 13, Ireland 19.
It's important points for Scotland, isn't it? Because I think they've been second best territorialised in the second half. When they have gone into the Irish half, they haven't capitalised until then. It's important just to register something for that little bit of pressure they had there. Good kick as well, wide out, and I win the deal. 74% of the ball has been played, in the Scottish half. So I think, that's a great return for them. We just need to exit well now, be clinical with the ball, and they have it, and find the right areas.
Outside!
Josh Strauss has taken play outside the 22. Greg Laidlaw has to keep this on the pitch. It's not bad, and it's gone to Scottish hands. Gilchrist.
Nice recovery from Scotland.
Yeah.
Stuart McInally.
Use it!
We get a little chase.
Thank you.
Sean Maitland.
Good contest in the air, lads.
Catch by Joey Carberry. Under real pressure now.
Good charge.
The bouncing ball is back. The bobbling ball. Did it go forward off anybody? No. Just play on. This game is best when it's chaotic.
Use it!
Yes, it is.
Kinghorn.
Oh, fumble.
Continues. We have a one-score game and it's getting nervy down there.
It's nervy up here.
Some mistakes are creeping in now from both sides. Things are getting interesting.
So we can watch this for a take from Joey Carberry. Brilliant contest in there. With all the troubles around contests in there and eyes in the ball, that's a great example to show two committed players. This is Greg Laidlaw's charge down. I think it comes backwards off the referee's backside at one point as well. It is chaos. made a mistake at the end.
You feel for him because he's having such a good game as well, and he's been so influential when he's getting his hands on the ball there. And he just takes his eyes off the ball just for that split second, looking what's coming down the field, and that's enough for him to get away.
It's unfortunate, but
Fraser Brown comes on.
it is what it is.
A change in the Irish back row too. Sean O'Brien goes off. Josh Van der Fleer is on.
They're missing a big ball carrier now, Ireland are. You know, Sean O'Brien has, I think, like 12 carries. But in Josh Van der Fleer, who comes on the field, we're going to get someone who's going to be relentless in their work rate. He's going to be at every single ruck being a menace. And also he's going to tackle everything for his life.
Peter Horn is also in the midfield. So Sam Johnson.
Stay close, Greg.
Ireland go for second shove. Jack Conan did well to come away with it. There's Kilcoyne.
Big tackle.
Captain Ronnie West. Carberry to Farrell. Purpose now to Ireland. They
No hands now!
haven't been through that many phases in the second half. It's all been sort of scrambled, open play, broken play. But this is more methodical. Peter O'Mahony
No hands!
pushes the ball backwards. A little dart by Conor Murray. Here to O'Mahony.
Big collision that was. Ireland just going through the phases, trying to wear down the Scottish defence.
Ireland's longest period of possession.
They're going to try and open up the play eventually. We're just waiting for it.
Takes on Greg Laidlaw.
Stay there. Tackle now!
Kilcoyne. Keith Earls. It's the 22-metre line. Ireland is encamped on that line. Cool.
Let me know in the chat now, guys.
Have a go. Conor Murray now.
Just under 15 minutes to go. Are Ireland going to get the bonus point? And can Scotland come back? Let me know.
Quinn Roux peels away. Tight furlong. Does not do so much pirouetting. Rob Carney, he's made yards in the second half, but not on this occasion. Scotland rush up on James Ryan. We're back on that 22. Scotland have pushed Ireland back a few metres. Bundyaki. Tied furlong. Clear. Tackled by Bergen. Ritchie again tries to get over the ball. Penalty advantage to Ireland. Cadbury. Kinghorn there. Back to the penalty. Josh Strauss, the guilty party.
You know, Scotland are doing so well there, getting off the line defensively. You know,
Here's the question. Do Ireland go for the bonus point? Or do they get
who's actually on the ball. No, it's Ritchie on the ball.
just outside of 7 points so Scotland don't get a losing bonus point?
To call that because he's
That's the question.
making it easy. But you know, if he rolls out.
If I was an Irish player right now, I'd be thinking bonus point.
Actually getting very, very narrow attacking wise. They have all their players inside the post. There's only bar Scotland. They're all inside the post. You know, and that makes it very, very easy in Scotland to defend against them.
What's happening, Rodri?
I think
Welcome to the stream, mate.
Jamie Ritchie, some of the aggressive tackles that he's putting in time and time again, and then challenging at most breakdowns. Incredible work rate in defence. But the young open side, we see more changes.
At the moment,
Andrew Porter.
we are just over 12 minutes away from the end of the game. Ireland are in the lead with 19 points to 13 against Scotland. And Ireland are going for the kick.
68 minutes gone, 12 to go. This to put Ireland 2 clear scores ahead.
And it's over.
No kick is easy in this wind.
Ireland 22, Scotland 13.
Very, very good since he's been on.
Excellent kick for Joey Carberry. To hold his nerve and hit the ball like that so well the last 2 efforts involved. So you think back to some of the big victories Ireland have had over the All Blacks.
And Laidlaw is off.
Last year, Twickenham, he came on early. Johnny Sexton's an outstanding player, but Joey Carberry, pretty good. Well, replacement or challenger.
Mistake by Ireland, sort of watching the ball that goes into touch. Scotland throw.
Happy to go there if you want. Yeah, you can come. Green. Here we go. No meeting, bro.
I don't think there'll be a lot of conversation from Johnny Sexton right now in the stand there as you see it. But big opportunity here for Scotland to put pressure on the throw here, particularly with the people that are in the field now.
Ultan Delan wins his first line out.
Mate,
starts grappling.
stop coming back here with new accounts. Just fucking do one. Honestly.
Penalty against Johnny Gray, pulling the ball down.
Another frustrating penalty from Scotland's point of view.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty well.
You must have no life. No life, all these accounts. Just to talk shit. I actually pity you, mate.
To speed up the line out, and Ireland will want to create tempo from the line. But you're right, Scotland are doing really well to stop Ireland's ball at source, and Gray is usually the guy instigating in the middle of it. And sometimes, you know, you get pinged for it, and you have to wear it. But I don't think that's
10 minutes ago.
Shut this down. But you know, you've got Josh Randall.
9 points in it.
So
Ireland lead.
Expect something a maul or something like that, or maybe he might bounce out even earlier.
It's the ball.
It's smart play by Ireland, just taking the tempo out of the game a little bit when they have that score.
Ooh, that was a bit vicious on the number 18 Irish player then.
Well, I start thinking of how to manage the last 9.5 minutes. 2 scores in front. They hold all the.
This is a big maul.
Scotland
a big maul.
Have to score quickly. Well, the first thing they've done, they've got in the way, and they'll get the putting.
Holding on.
That's a good job done by Scotland, but the clock is ticking.
It's smart play there by Ireland, you know, in what they're trying to do, but even better by Scotland. You know, we said they are doing well disrupting that maul. They get into it straight away, and they just hold it up, and they know if they stay on that ball and it goes to ground, it's theirs. And it's a crucial time that they've gotten the ball and they need it.
This is a big scrum as well, isn't it? I mean, the Irish scrum's been outstanding.
Little change. Sorry, Chris. Just Jacob Stockdale comes off. Jordan Lama comes on. A change at Booker. The captain is good. Here's Jordan Lama. He's new. And up front, the captain Rory Best is coming off. Sean Cronin is coming on.
A few changes. Irish scrum's been pretty good so far, but for this left-hand scrum for Scotland, it's actually a really good attacking platform. I know it's on your own 10-metre line. You've got a whole field to play with. And Jordan Lambert just off the bench, he'll have an important role on this edge here. I assume Scotland, if they get a good scrum, they may try and challenge that wide outside.
And the way that the Ireland defensive line is set up,
I'm not even going to acknowledge.
So I can't see, they're obviously giving Jordan Lambert a lot of kind of space to defend on the edge there.
Bryce.
It's moving there, it's moving there. We stay up, 18, we stay up. Both sides, we stay up, okay?
Scotland don't want to get bogged down in reset scrummages.
No knee on the ground.
But how exciting is it for Sean Cronin?
What time does the Wales game kick off, actually?
Quite explosive, you know. There's a lot of tired bodies there. You know, there's been a lot of work done, a lot of big hits, and they're two players that could split open the game.
Not even acknowledging you, mate. Wasting your time.
What a stat there to see the amount of Ireland tackles. You know, a lot of work going in.
Set.
Not even acknowledging you.
Pressure, Conor Murray has to hold twice as a little kick at the ball, and then he goes in for it. Ali Price comes away with it. Gets the pass to Harley. Maitland.
Is he in touch, Shane?
Possession.
I think he was in touch.
For the Scotland backs. The driver, Jamie Backey. Peter Horn out in the three-quarter lines. Here's Hugh Jones. Haven't seen much of Scotland. They have made mistakes in this second half. Can they put something together?
I got 45 minutes before the Wales game. Happy days.
As good as the first half was. Back. Price behind Keith Earls. It's a very good kick, but it'll be an Irish throw.
That's good management. Ali Price on his left foot, drops it in behind. Have to put a lot of pressure on Ireland here from Scotland's perspective to force them to either make a mistake or make it really difficult to get out of this corner. Yeah, it's an injury, I think. Time off.
Sean Cronin will not be throwing the ball in any moment. Now, who's down, Chris?
I think it's Hugh Jones, I think, the far side.
Oh, that's going to be a big injury for Scotland if Hugh Jones is out.
Okay. By a process of elimination, it is Hugh Jones.
Yeah, and they've already used all the back replacements.
Anyway.
Hugh Jones it is.
You almost have to roll the dice here in this line out, Scotland. I mean, do they throw somebody up there and try and disrupt the ball? Or...
They have to.
Go for it, because if you're Ireland, you're looking to set up them all. But here's where I think you got Bundy Aki coming down on his knee there. That could cause a bit of problem, but he looks like he's all right, and he's back up on his feet. He's back in.
Scotland's replacement hooker. They do put somebody up. Ultan Dillon wins it for Ireland. And again, on comes the ball. Scotland try to drag it towards the touch. Ireland do very well to keep it away from the touchline. The seconds being eaten up. Conor Murray down towards Sean Maitland. Infield to Blair Kinhorn. Carberry with an important tackle. And Scotland again give away the opportunity. And
From the side.
it's James. She came in from the side.
Prevent the contest clearly from the side.
Joey Carberry did really well.
It's a shame for Scotland, just giving away possession like that.
It's quite narrow because it's so many players off their feet and in this 5-metre channel.
Ireland going to be well and truly in the Scottish half by here.
Because Scotland didn't have momentum, weren't moving forward. He just gets back.
You can see here, yeah, Ultan Dillon's on it. I mean, he's got to do something there, and albeit it's illegal, and Watt sees it, because otherwise Ultan Dillon is on that ball and Ireland get the turnover.
Stay on the line, Rule.
It's well good management, isn't it, from Ireland? They do this part of the game so well over the last couple of years. They get ahead, they stay ahead, they keep the ball, they win the penalties.
It's been a very wily performance in the second half for Ireland. They've scored the breakaway try, set up by Joey Carberry, scored by Keith Earls. They've nibbled away with another penalty. They're back on track. They lost against England at home. They've restored their credentials on the road at Murrayfield.
Can they get a bonus point though?
Steers them all
Less than 5 minutes left. Oh, knock on.
To break away. Tommy Seymour bounces off Sean Cronin, another mistake. Seymour and Fraser Brown.
Just butterfingers, lads.
No,
Butterfingers.
Scotland in the second half.
I think, you know, you're looking at it here. I mean, they nearly get the interception again, and then you think there's a knock on. Should he give the pass there and then go down the short side, but he comes back inside. They're forcing the pass again there. You know, we talked about this where, you know, they don't have to force anything. They just have to hold on to the ball and use the natural overlap that they're creating from good play.
14 handling errors for Scotland, 7 for Ireland.
But a lot of them are forced errors, just trying that a little bit too hard there. Tommy Seymour had. He said it was really well to spin out Cronin's tackle.
It's a shame Scotland haven't actually played terrible.
Scored the first try, managed the game really well. You're 9 and 10, managed the game.
They're just giving away possession.
John Cooney got a late try last week off the bench. He's an explosive player as well, but his role now will be to continue that game management and marshal the big pack in green.
Steer the ship into port.
3 minutes to go. Scotland have a put in at the scrum.
Ireland, one more try for a bonus point. Scotland, one more score for a losing bonus point. To the bitter end, there are things worth playing for. Scotland, well, it's a rare occurrence in this second half.
Right, they're going to have to go deep into the Irish half of this kick from Finn Russell.
Finn Russell, for touch.
First of all, 18 went down. First of all, 18. Yeah.
So, good kick, good kick. It's got to be Finn Russell.
Jamie Heaslip is writing names all over the place.
The way Finn Russell played in that first half.
You've got a few seconds. Here we go.
It's got to be Finn.
Fraser Brown to throw.
Oh, an Ireland turnover.
Steals ball for Ireland. All the key moments in the second half have gone Ireland's way. John Cooney will pick up the ball and send it the way of Sean Maitland. Burns can't make the tackle on Maitland again, so he comes back a second time, Olsen. Now back into position. Kinghorn. Gilchrist. Ritchie. Passes now. Start to fly around Scotland.
Off your feet now, 6.
In possession. Don't give away a scrum or the penalty. Peter Horn. Tackle.
Don't force it, Scotland. Just let the play flow. Just let it flow.
Batty. Finn Russell. Bouncing pass. Sometimes quite a useful tool. Although Scotland have to come the long way.
Ah, you forced it.
It peters out to nothing.
You forced it, lads. That's it. Game over. Ireland just got literally just hold it for 30 seconds. That's all Ireland got to do now.
You've had people like Sean O'Brien and Joey Carby. You've had Richie as well for Scotland. But for me, I think it's got to be Peter O'Mahony. Just the work rate that he has done today throughout the field, his tackling, his carries. You know, we've worked at line out in terms of, you know, Dev Coleman stepped away, a lot of talk about that, but he stepped up to the plate. And also, you know, he took over the leadership from Rory Best as he came off the field. And I think he's trying to put his hand up again and shown what a great leader he is and what a talisman he is for this team.
Handshakes among the coaches, they know the job.
I mean, I ain't going to argue with their choice for man of the match.
John Cooney can feed the scrum, get rid of the ball.
And now we are into the red.
Romain Poit goes through his procedures. But after beating Italy here at Merrifield, it is a setback for Scotland. There's the winning captain, looking on from the touchline. Disappointment, Chris, for Scotland.
There's a good bounce back for Ireland.
They've done some really, really good things.
As soon as Ireland get the ball out, just put it in the touch.
In the second half, and just that nous and that gnarly old understanding of how to win.
Scotland have lost, mate.
Scotland will learn, but they've got a lot to offer this championship, and now,
the last rights. Ireland drive the scrum forward. Scotland disrupted. The chase for a losing bonus point goes on.
Ooh.
Finn Russell will keep this alive.
They've kept it alive.
Ali Price. Jamie Ritchie up to halfway.
Okay, Scotland on the ball.
Price again.
Backwards.
Oh, it went backwards.
Right, Scotland, don't force the pass.
Darcy Ray winning his first cap for Scotland. Peter Horn.
Yeah, there's no way Scotland can win, but they can get a losing bonus point if they play it right.
Johnny Gray, tackled by Andrew Porter, who's still on the ground. It's gone for.
And that's a knock on.
How many times
End of the
has been
game.
said? Ireland.
Ireland
Play 2.
22, Scotland 13. Good game. Good game. I enjoyed that, especially the first half. Second half, you know, I mean, Ireland kind of dominated that second half. But, you know, first half, it was good. It was a good game. Good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And unfortunately, you know, we actually came into the stream 17 minutes into the game because of the fact my OBS decided they wanted to be an absolute bell end to me. But, well, what can we do? What can we do? We got Wales and Italy in about half an hour, so we're going to get ready for that. Thank you guys for showing up in the stream. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like down, and we shall catch you in about half hour for the Wales-Italy game. Let go.